Hello and welcome. This is Explosive Exclusive. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy. With me is my colleague Meghna, Deka. For all those people who are in denial about hate against Hindus, in other words, who are in denial about Hindu phobia, must wake up to the reality unfolding. And this is not happening in India. This is happening in United Kingdom, in Leicester, in UK. Hindus were chased, thrashed, their places of worship vandalized and defiled.
Absolutely. In fact, they have witnessed fresh violence, which has been happening, waves of it. And this is being seen on the streets of Leicester over the weekend. You have had a series of such violent incidents which have been witnessed, which shows right after, in fact, after the India and Pakistan match which had happened on the 28th in Dubai. In fact, on Saturday first, there were instances coming in of men going through the city's Green Lane area where there were a number of Muslim-owned businesses and a Hindu temple. Muslim community leaders have claimed that Hindu groups had raised Jai Shree slogans and then threw glass bottles on Belgrave Road. Videos following that have emerged showing a temple being vandalized by a mob and a man dressed in black pulling down a saffron flag as well. We'll get you that specific visual as well. All of that happening right outside a Hindu temple.
The Leicester police is investigating the matter and has enhanced security deployment in the area to maintain calm. The Indian High Commission has taken up the case with the UK counterpart, and they've not just condemned the violence, they're also demanding strictest of action possible against those who vandalized Hindu temple and attacked Indians.
I would not take it only as a local incident. These things are happening the worldwide. In India also, we had been listening to the slogans raised in public places from public platforms that whosoever raises his head would be severed from his body. Sir tan se juda. There is a section amongst the Muslims which divides the society into Muslims and non-Muslims, and all aggression, all violence and more against the non-Muslims is considered to be a religiously sanctioned act.
देखिए, ये हिंदू मुसलमान बहुत तेज़ी के साथ फैलाने की कोशिश हो रही है। एंटी इस्लाम और मुसलमान ये बड़ा नाम बन गया है कि अगर कुछ अपने आप को पब्लिश करना है तो फौरन मुसलमानों का नाम लो और उसको आगे बढ़ा लो। मैं बताता हूँ कि ये हिंदुस्तान तो नहीं है कि यहाँ पर मुसलमानों ने ऐसा किया, वो मुल्क अलग है, वहाँ के कानून अलग हैं, तो वहाँ की हुकूमत ने ज़रूर इस पर सख्ती भी की होगी और अगर किसी ने भी गलत किया तो उसकी मजम्मत करता हूँ।
Well, in fact, let me go across to Rashmi Sawant, who's joining us, a former student of the Union President as well, or rather of the Oxford University, and also a human rights activist. Rashmi Sawant, do you think somewhere along the line there is denialism over this Hindu phobia? Because we've seen it across, and it's not just restricted to one specific state, one specific nation, but in several other places. Even in this case, do you think the fact that it is a hate crime, the authorities have just stopped short of calling it that?
Yes, definitely. And in the way that the news is being reported in the Western media, you can definitely see that there is a certain level of bias, and nobody wants to address the fact that Hindus are being targeted for their identity, for their practices, and for how they, celebrate and practice their religion. And, nobody wants to acknowledge Hindu phobia. It has suddenly become the untouchable word. And I think that is also what is hindering strict action in this case. It is appalling that rumors are being spread to the tune of propaganda. There was also some, tweet yesterday doing rounds in social media which said that Hindus are attacking mosques. And Leicester police actually confirmed using their verified handle that that was not the case. But this is the sort of dangerous narrative which is being spread in the name of Hinduism to justify and to, and to fuel more attacks against Hindus who are a very well-meaning minority in Britain. They are one of the most reputed and one of the most obedient and law-abiding minority in the UK. But despite that, it is unfortunate that times have come where they have to face this kind of a targeted attack That too based on, lies which are being spread using social media.
And some people are still in denial. Tausif Ahmed now joining us on the panel is an advocate. Tausif Ahmed, would you today take a stand against this hate against Hindus? There is no other way to describe this, sir.
Come on, now there is no Muslim rule in the United Kingdom. For God's sake, there has been no Mughal rule in United Kingdom. So let us stop all this nonsense. What I understand.
Attack on a Hindu temple is nonsense for you. No, 1 minute, Tausif Ahmed, you must call out hate. No, you must call out the hate against Hindus. What do you mean there is no Mughal rule? What was the fault of this Hindu temple that was attacked, vandalized, defiled? Tell me. What was the fault of the temple? Was the temple provoking people? Would you have...
Okay, you may feel victimized and you are talking like you are being beaten up by this mob
now,
from...
I am not going to allow you to trivialize this debate, Tausif Ahmed. If you can't get yourself to condemn this attack on Hindus, then why are you here then? To justify this?
You cannot condemn our complicit. That's it.
The story started after the cricket match. What happens in the cricket field?
No, so the temple was cheering for Team India, which is why the temple was vandalized. What are you saying? What has this got to do with the cricket match? Why was the temple attacked, sir? You tell me. If this was scuffle between two groups, why was the temple attacked?
Now, I think maybe you are not apprised of the news that has followed after the cricket match. There was a celebration after India won, and then there was a celebration after Pakistan won the following match.
Tausif Ahmed, let's ask you a straight question. Let's be fair about it. It's not about the history, geography of what has happened. A temple has been attacked, a flag has been desecrated. Will you come out and say, yes, indeed, this is a hate crime, it's a crime against Hindus? Yes or no? That's a very simple question.
No, I would not be part of any one-sided campaign. I would want no one should make any provocative statement to...
Why is it a campaign if someone says, stop insulting Hindus? Violence. Why would you call that a campaign?
No.
If you were a true secularist, perhaps you will say any kind of a hate attack is wrong.
Anyone to make allegation, I would never want
inside the temple in Leicester when this mob surrounded and desecrated flags.
A huge number of the student community studies in the United Kingdom, and there is no place
level to which the Muslim community is fallen to in Leicester. There were little children stuck inside the temple when the entire horde had surrounded the Swaminarayan temple in Leicester, and
you have to run those narratives
couldn't even care for little Hindu children being stuck inside.
Temple only in India. There is no one going to vote for BJP in United Kingdom. What
you
is all
got
this?
It completely wrong. You're mixing up, Mr. Tausif Ahmed. I'm sorry, you're mixing up facts here. You're mixing up too many things in this story. Now, I understand you don't want to take a position. You don't want to call out Hindu phobia. But what has this got to do with United Kingdom? Why are you repeatedly saying that? This is not an isolated instance. This has happened in the past. In fact, this has happened in Canada, happens in the United States, happens in neighboring Bangladesh. So what is this narrative that there is no Mughal rule there? What is that logic, sir?
You may find it to be your duty to play victim, but I am telling you,
it is our duty to it is our duty to put out facts, and I am not going to allow you to trivialize this.
No, I will not allow you.
Mr. Tausif Ahmed,
let's get Rashmi Sawant to speak. Mr. Tausif Ahmed, if you are the true secularist, perhaps you are going to have the patience to listen into Rashmi. Rashmi, can you explain why it's wrong to say that we refuse to call out hate, regardless of which community it is against?
People who are complicit with this kind of hate, they find it extremely difficult to call it out. That is the main problem here. I think that is the very reason why my co-panelist is not able to see that little Hindu children were stuck inside that temple as this horde surrounded and desecrated the flags. It was just not a symbol of flags being desecrated. This is a human rights issue. Little children and women and people were stuck inside the temple as the horde descended. People are getting attacked. There are multiple videos videos of Hindu properties being attacked. There are multiple videos of Hindu youth with a swollen eye and blood on their face. This is what you're refusing to condemn. And by refusing to condemn this, you're being complicit with this kind of violence. And Hindus today are global citizens. You cannot bring this sham narrative about BJP and stuff like that. Hindus are citizens of almost every other country in the world today.
Indians living in United Kingdom.
There's nothing about, there's
Why
nothing.
Tausif Ahmed can't get himself to condemn this hate against Hindus in this process? Rashmi Sawant, very subtly though, he has considered the tyranny by the Mughals. We're leaving it at that. Thank you both of you for joining us. A short break, lots more lined up on the other side.